my time, you all I want. Neither of us wanna be alone.
Okay, g'day, Rudy here. Today's video is on 3 Australian ETFs that are focused in on the AI space, which is a space I think lots of people are thinking about, which is probably true. I think a lot of people invest in FANG because of that, but we've got 3 in the Aussie market that we can get into. So I'll go through the 3 of them. So the first one's probably the more known one, which is Robo, and like all ETFs, they track an index. So this one tracks the Robo Global Robotics and Automation Index. So what's that? So it's basically made up 20% industrial robotics, 15% logistics automation, 10% healthcare, 13% AI computing. So it's a broad industrial and application driven, less AI specific. If we go and look at its top holdings, they're equal. It's an equal weighted ETF, so they don't overweight by company. So you got ISRG, Nvidia, one comes up quite often, and Famous Corp. So they're the top 3. So if we go and have a look at their chart, so 20 to 21, you'll see this is a familiar theme with the 3 ETFs. Nice uptrend channel, broke it with a big red candle, came back down to the bottom basically, and has now formed a new uptrend channel, but it's couldn't break through the old support resistance line, so it's now coming down to test this uptrend line. So it's either going to do one of these where it comes down, goes under, then whoop, comes back up again, or it's going to round, or do some sort of rounding bottom. So that's not a buy right now. You just got to wait and see for price action. Okay, the next one is RBTZ. So it tracks the Global Robotics and Artificial Intelligence Thematic Index. So what's that? So it tracks industrial robotics, AI tech, and drones, roughly balanced. Dual focus on robotics and AI, balancing both themes. So who are the companies that are in there? So you've got Nvidia in there, ISRG, healthcare robotics leader, and ABB, Swiss industrial automation and robotics firm. So that's what's under the bonnet there. Now if we have a look at the chart, similar upswing, 20 to 21, big red candle. Came in again, found support at the old bottom line there, bottom support. Couldn't break through resistance, and again it's coming to test the uptrend channel. So again, too early to buy. Need to wait for price action. If it does break those channels, then you bring out the fib to see how far it could retrace. So it's at the 38 now, so probably the 61 or the 78. Well, basically you just got to then wait. If it does break it, wait and see what price action it does around these key levels. Just get rid of that. So not a buy yet. And the third one, which is a new one obviously because we don't have much data, but this one tracks the Artificial Intelligence and Big Data Index. So 80-90% technology, so software, semiconductors, minimal non-tech exposure, pure AI focus, heavy on IT and semiconductor sectors. So its top three holdings: Nvidia, Alphabet, and Meta. And I guess my immediate thoughts is, what are they doing in there? But I think because of their market size and the fact that they are driving their business through AI, that's why they've got them in there. So if we go and actually have a look at the index, it's tracking. Let's get rid of that for now. So similarly, had a big run up, 21, came down, and now in an uptrend channel, broke through that resistance line there quite impressively. But once again, it's got a big red candle, and I can't see that reversing next week because this candle will finish, I don't know, tomorrow, I guess. So it looks like it's going to break that. So then the next test is this level here at $33, and then if it breaks that, so test that would be at the 38% fib, so the 50 would be down here. But again, you can't, no one can guess where it's going to finish, which level, which are the fibs. But you just got to wait for price action around what's going to happen, because this is the type of thing you need to. So I'd say it's going to be a while. I can't see any of these guys doing a big reversal, because you've got to wait for one of these rounding bottoms, I'd say. So I think these highs up here are going to be all-time highs, which would be in sync with my thoughts on the NASDAQ and the SPX. I think we've seen all-time highs, actually in all indices, even in Australia, from a couple of months ago. So, all right, actually, before we go, the one that's common theme in all of this is Nvidia. What a what a perler of a stock. So here's this. So here you go. So test, or there's, so it makes resistance there, comes down. See the nice rounding bottom. They're the ones you like. A rounding bottom that breaks resistance, then bang, off she goes. As you can see, it's broken this uptrend channel, and it's yeah, you can see since Wednesday, April, so for nearly a year, it's just been ranging in and out of this rectangle here. So you'd have to, well, you can see it's now going to form a big red candle close below that trend line. So again, if we bring out the fib, take it from the box, so the 50% retrace would bring it down to, call it $90, because they like round numbers. So maybe, but again, you just got to wait for price action to see what it does around here. But I guess that just also reinforces why the top's in for a lot of tech markets, because if Nvidia falls over, it's like the granddaddy being taken down. You know, the boss of the mafia, or like Trump. No, keep out of politics, Rudy. All right then, I do like Trump though. That's it for today. So the takeaway is still too early. Wait.
Never waste my time.